some of you may do. But the reason why I wanted to do this video is because I get a lot of DMs on Instagram and I get a lot of messages on Facebook and a lot of comments asking me, why did I start doing ASMR? So, in the words of Eminem, let's talk about it. It's a very touchy subject for me, but I will tell you guys again, I did make a video a little while ago, and it was when I did like a seafood boil, and I told you guys why I started ASMR. But I will tell you again because you guys are my best friends, and why not? So first and foremost, I did not start ASMR because I wanted to make money. Of course, you know, who wouldn't monetize themselves, but that's another story. I started ASMR genuinely because I loved it and I liked creating video content, so I went on ahead and did it. But let's go all the way back. Okay, this video is going to be kind of long, so if you don't want to watch it, okay, but if you do, watch all the way through so you can hear my story. Okay, in 2015 my great-grandmother passed away, and the first really close loss, the first close loss that I had to deal with. Okay, I have lost people in the past, but they were like very distant, like I didn't really know them or anything like that. So, you know, I lost an aunt that was pretty close. That hurt, and I was like 9 years old, so I was pretty confused about that. You know, being a kid, you don't really understand death and everything like that. So yeah, so in 2015 my great-grandmother passed away, and like I said, that was the first close loss, so I couldn't sleep. I was really confused because it was all kind of new to me, which is a part of life, but you know. And then 2016 I lost my grandmother, which was my mom's mother and my great-grandmother's daughter. Okay, so and April 24th of 2015 I lost my great-grandmother, and then January 18th 2016 I lost my grandmother. Now my birthday is on the 16th of January, so I'm telling you this for a reason, okay? Remember that. So fast forward 2018 January 21st I lost my great-grandmother on my father's side, and then June of the same year, 2018 I lost my grandmother, which was my dad's mom. Okay, so first it was my mom's grandmother, then it was my grandmother, which is my mom's mom, then it was my dad's grandmother, and then my dad's mom. Okay, so basically for me, and I don't know if this video is considered ASMR because it's kind of like an emotional story. So it's 2020. Okay, I started doing ASMR back in, I want to say 2018, I believe. Yeah, okay. I started doing ASMR 2018 after my great-grandmother on my dad's side passed away. Her name is Xxtrah. Okay, that way you guys know. She passed away, and so me and her, I'm not gonna say I wasn't close with my other grandparents. My grandmother, my mom's mom, lived in a different state, so I'd never even seen her get angry. Like, that's how lovely she was. So, after my grandmother Eartha passed away, I was in a place where I was kind of over life in a way. And I didn't really know what to do, or like I couldn't sleep at all. Like at all. I was going on about 3 days of maybe 6 hours of sleep. Out of those 3 days, I didn't want to eat. None of that. Now, I used to go over to my great grandmother's and my grandmother's house, which is my dad's mother and grandmother. And I would like spend the night all the time when I was a kid. There were literally no other kids there, but I just wanted to be with them. That's when you know the love is real, okay? When you are a kid and you go over to a house where there's no other kids, but you don't need any other kids. You just want to be with your grandmothers. That was me. So I used to go over there like all the time. So when she passed, it was literally like losing my second mom, because that's just how I looked at her. Even though she was my great grandmother, that didn't mean anything to me. That was like my mom. So I started doing ASMR because I found it one day. I was on YouTube. No, one day I was on Facebook, okay? And I saw this meme, and it was like something about quote unquote pickle lady. Okay, I don't know if you guys know about ASMR the Jew, but that is the first video that I saw ASMR wise, and I was like literally gone. Okay, I watched that video and I was knocked out. Okay, I was gone, KO. And I was like, wow, this stuff really works. And the sad part is they were like making a joke out of it, and I'm like, why is this a joke to them? Like, some people really need this stuff. So when I saw it, I'm like, what is ASMR? So I went on YouTube, I searched it up, and I saw a ton of videos. And I'm like, what is this stuff? So I googled it, I found out the definition, and I'm like, oh. So basically the feeling, like if someone talks to you and like you get the tingles here or whatever, and in your spine, or like when you get chill bumps when someone is singing, things like that. So I was like, I want to try that out, and I didn't do it until maybe I want to say later on that year. I started doing ASMR. Okay, I did a couple videos. I did like 4 videos, and then I started having like issues like going on, and it was just a bunch of other stuff. So I stopped, and then I went to do it again, and then that is when my great grandmother, or my grandmother, that's when my grandmother passed away. So I did not want to do it anymore. I was again in a like weird space. I was in a weird space, so I kind of stopped doing ASMR again. Okay, so I started and then I stopped. So I'm not gonna say I stopped again. I started, then I stopped. So I end up moving out of my parents' house into my own place. I went to sleep, okay, and then I had a dream, and this dream was about my grandmothers. I was sitting in a room with them, and they were all talking, and when I tell you, all of my grandparents except for maybe one, I want to say my grandmother Annie, she wasn't like super silly. She was kind of like chill, but my grandmother Eartha was extremely silly. She was a Leo, okay? My mom was a Leo, and they were like super funny. So she was like a jokester, like, and her jokes would be super funny. And she was from the South, so you know how that goes. She made a joke to me. she was talking to me and she was like, girl, you're so bored, you don't know what to do with yourself. And I'm like, yeah. And they were like, well, you need to do something. Do something with yourself. Right now is the time for your voice to be heard. So when she said it's the time for your voice to be heard, I'm like, for some reason, voice to be heard was like echoing in my head, like in my dream. And I was like, what do you mean? Because you know, in your dream, you kind of talk like telepathically. So I was like, Grandma, what are you talking about? And she was like, girl, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, I don't. They was like, you do. And then for some reason, she was just like, she just started whispering and she was like, do what I brought to you. And I'm like, what? And yeah, I'm doing this. She didn't do this, but I'm doing this to add a little ASMR into the video. But she whispered it, like instead of her talking in a normal voice, she was like, do what I brought to you. And I'm like, you're whispering. And I was like, when I woke up, I'm like, ASMR, that's what she's talking about. And the reason why she said it is because I found out about ASMR after she passed away. When my grandmother Annie and my grandmother Jean passed away, of course I was super angry, super confused, but I didn't know anything about ASMR, nothing. When my grandmother Eartha passed away, that is when I found out about it, and that's why she was the one like, do what I brought to you. Like, literally, it's like she brought ASMR to me, and it's unfortunate that, you know, she had to pass away for me to learn about it, but I feel like she gave me this and now I'm using it. And just a little bit about myself, I have always felt like I always start things and never finish them, and that's very upsetting for me because I am a Capricorn, and if you're a Capricorn, you know what I'm talking about. We absolutely hate when there is something that we are passionate about and for some reason we can't complete it or we can't finish it. We like to set goals and we like to complete them, and if we can't, we just don't feel right. We feel like horrible people, and that's basically what I dealt with throughout my life. Basically, that is how I got into ASMR, and I cannot express like how appreciative I am right now. It's just time to relax people, to ease people's minds the way mine was when I did not know what to do, when I was so tired but could not sleep, could not eat, none of that. When I say ASMR calmed me as a person, it did. Not only did it help me sleep, but it made me be at more like at peace at the fact that I did lose my grandmother. And grandmothers, it helped me deal with their losses as well. So when I lost my grandmother Sandra, I went straight to ASMR, straight to it. That is my story, and that is why I started ASMR. You guys are the reason why I am continuing to do what I'm doing. I love doing what I do. It's just amazing. So yeah. So in this video, I wanna personally thank each and every one of you, even if you don't watch me every single day, or even if you watch me every single day and you're not subscribed, don't forget to. But if you're not, I appreciate all of you, because every comment, every view, every like, every dislike, every Instagram DM, every love on my picture, like all of that is what keeps me going. And when I say even those dislikes, it keeps me going. I hope that I'm helping you all, and I hope that thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If I talk too much, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But that is it for